All right, so here he is, the #1 lightweight contender, and man, if that's not saying something, right? Got through the gauntlet at 155 pounds, made himself undeniable, and now tonight, TC, we find out what he has for the champion.
It long has been considered the deepest weight class in the UFC. So you know to get here is very tough. You have navigated the waters. You have done everything right. When it was time to press square, you press square. When it was time to press X, you press X. You better do it again tonight if you want to become the champion. There is no room for error as you try to win a UFC championship.
And no room for a 1-pound allowance. He was right on the number, 155 pounds, championship weight. Confidence is high that he will wrest the title away here tonight. Islam Makhachev. He has graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. All right, the UFC Hall of Famer Khabib Nurmagomedov getting back on the proving ground here tonight. And a new look corner, is that Hasbulla there?
Yeah, I mean, Hasbulla is in the corner with Khabib. Khabib loves him. He's always talking about him. He spends time with him. But the one thing is, while Hasbulla is there, Khabib Nurmagomedov's approach will not change. This guy is an absolute grinder, man. He is just a dog. He will go forward, get in your face, hit him. You will not deter Khabib Nurmagomedov from accomplishing the ultimate goal, and that's keeping that 0 on the right side of his record.
And if you're Javier Mendez, you just got to make sure that you let Hasbulla get in there between rounds. Little guy's got a lot to say. Khabib Nurmagomedov steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. Our tail of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC lightweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Islam Makhachev. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib, the Eagle, Nurmagomedov!
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here we go with Islam Makhachev and Khabib Nurmagomedov. Makhachev told us in our last fighter meeting that they could have charged a pay-per-view price for the sparring sessions between these two, and good on the UFC for getting this fight together.
I mean, you know it was a hard fight to put together because these guys are brothers. But they have skill sets that are so similar that you know this is going to be a chess match at the highest level. Both of these guys are tremendous wrestlers. Both have great cardio. Both have really, really high-level striking. Let's see who's going to be willing to take the first step backwards, because I think that will dictate who gets the job done. Beautiful transition.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting, because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style. He gets to...
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Great job landing from the top position.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Islam Makhachev.
He passed the half guard.
Good work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Makhachev's in half guard now.
Now he's going full mount.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Second round, straight ahead.
Stop.
Take a deep breath and recover. This next round, we really want to focus on ground control. You have to set up your takedown. I want you to maintain a dominant position.
All right, let's look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about just the efficiency when it comes to the ground and pound game?
He was able to throw at the right time, secure at the right time. He wasted no action. For me, this is the most exciting type of fight. A guy that is just dominating his opponent, really, truly putting the grind on his opponent from the top position.
Ready.
All right, round two. Checks the leg kick. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, judo toss. Made it look easy. Nurmagomedov getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Nurmagomedov.
Trying to recover full guard there.
All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. Oh, beautifully placed hook there. He's connected on a few of them so far here in this round.
He sets him up beautifully. He always pivots. He turns on the front foot, and he drives his entire body into that hook. That was a nice takedown, yes. North-south position. Great job landing the strike from his back.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Makhachev's in half guard. All right, has the guard closed here.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Oh, great transition there as he reverses to top position. Beautiful work on the ground there by Islam Makhachev. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
15 seconds remain in the round.
He's got it in. It looks like the Darce choke is in. He's got it locked in now. What he's got to do is ease him, try to hook the leg so that the opponent can't roll to his back.
Breathe deep and relax. Excellent job that round. Your striking looks beautiful. You have to keep that up now. You want more combinations.
Ready. Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, so here we go with our next round. DC, you are known for having one of the higher fight IQs in the game, and I would put him on that list after what we saw in terms of... Oh, the judo chops on full display. Beautiful hip toss to take him down.
Ronda Rousey did this for a long time, loading people up in those high amplitude throws. This young man is very well versed in this position, and he has a lot of tricks to get you to put yourself exactly where he needs you.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Oh, another brutal hook by him there. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. He was able to fight through them in the previous round. Still plenty of time to go in this one.
Still plenty of time to go in this round. And if he is not careful, one of those hooks will put him to sleep.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions. Big ground and pound.
We passed the midpoint here of the fight. Well, now that cut in the eye area, Daniel, becoming a major storyline. He's got to be careful.
He's got to be very careful and address it right now before it gets to the point that there's nothing you can do about it.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Nurmagomedov. Oh, this is getting kind of hard to watch, right? He targets the cut and lands a strike right on it. All right, less than a minute here to go now in round 3. Makhachev's in half guard. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestle stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hook. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
All right, that's the end of the round, and Nurmagomedov's eye is in rough shape. I mean, I would just probably quit, but he's not going to do that. But I would not be surprised if the ringside physician did come in and take a look at that here between rounds. Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head well. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target, and his opponent opened up a nasty cut on him. He has got to move his head to limit the damage that he's taking.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Let's go!
Really starting to bleed profusely out of that eye. It's not looking good, champ.
Well, it's leaking down his face. The guy's been beat up, and now this cut has become a real issue.
Oh, looked like he might have been in range, but misses with the kick. Look at the redness starting to appear on the left side of his body. His opponent would be wise to continue to attack there.
What a beautiful jab landing there. Dude's in a good flow state, landing punch after punch.
Right hook to the head block. Well, some might describe this as critical condition. That eye is absolutely mangled. I wouldn't be surprised to see us get a stoppage here soon.
Yeah, I mean, John, you look at his face. He's been beaten up.
Makhachev's looking to lock up an armbar here.
Now he's in trouble.
Wow, he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have?
Nope.
Lucky guy. I have. You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just got to move.
Under a minute to go in round 4. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Nurmagomedov's cheek is just fauceting blood all over his face, all over the canvas. Like, where's the ringside physician? Maybe time to call on the doctor. I don't know. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, the round is over, and Nurmagomedov's eye is in real trouble, folks. That does not look good. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see the ringside physician be called on here. He might even stop the fight. We'll see. All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here are some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish, and he got it done. He's got to continue down the path in order to make the cut worse.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 5th and final round. Picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Well, this UFC fight is sort of dissolving into a horror movie. I don't need to see any more damage inflicted.
You don't have to lose everything on one night. His corner can stop the fight now, and he would be mad now, but he would appreciate them later because it will extend his career going down the line.
Nurmagomedov gets the single leg takedown. Well played. Oh, nice shot landed from the bottom. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles. And now he's inside control.
Under 3 minutes now to go round 5. relentless pressure from the top by Nurmagomedov. Oh, man, you gotta credit him for continuing to attack that area, but that cut is getting harder to look at by the minute.
Yeah, it's hard to watch, and, you know, we spoke about this guy and how impressed we were with his fight IQ and how smart he was in his approach. Shows again. He got his opponent hurt, and he has been on that cut the entire time. Great job. Oh.
All right, half guard for him here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
1 minute to go in the fight.
That was nice.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Final 10 seconds of the fight. All right, so there it is, the final horn, a lifetime of work, all building to this moment, and the underdog challenger comes up large with his striking game tonight. He's going to be the new champ.
I mean, he came up big in a massive spot. He was the underdog. He wasn't supposed to get this done. He relied on what got him here, the striking, to take the title from the long-reigning champion.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest
48-47, 49-46, and 49-46.
declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Makhachev.
Well, tears of joy and heart.